Today, I will introduce Chapter 10, Pricing, Understanding, and Capturing Customer Value. Price isn't just a number or tag, it's a value exchange between the company and the customer. In this chapter, we learn that successful pricing starts with understanding what customers are willing to pay and why. Kohler Armstrong explained three main pricing strategies: customer value based, focusing on what customer believe the product is worth; cost based, focusing on productions and profit margins; and competition based, comparing to market rivals. Um, Next, I talk about object one, which focuses on what price really means and the three major pricing strategies commonly used. First, what is price? Price is the amount of money changed for a customer or service. Or more broadly, it's the value customer exchange to gain the benefits of owning or using a product. It's important to remember that pricing is the only element in the market mix that generates revenue. All the other elements like products, promotion, and place create um, costs. That's why pricing decisions are critical for both company profits and customer perceptions. Next, there are three main pricing strategies that marketers can use. Customer value based pricing. These strategies start with understanding what customer value most. Pricing are based on the buyer's perceptions of values, not on their sales cost. Um, the here Next is the cost-based pricings. Here, prices are set by adding makeup to total cost of producing and selling products. It ensures the company cover costs and earn a fair return, but it may not always reflect customer values. And finally, competition-based pricing. In this case, firm look at what competitors are changing uh, and positions their price accordingly, either higher, lower, or the same, depending on their strategies.
For objective 10 and 2, we focus on the three major pricing strategies that companies use to set price. These are customer value based pricing, cost based pricing, and competition based pricing. The key ideas is that pricing should not be happen in isolation. Marketers need to understand what customers are willing to pay, how much it costs to deliver the product, and what competitors are charging. A good pricing strategy is not just about covering cost, it's about aligning price with perceived value, internal profitability, and market positioning. At first, customer value-based pricing start with the buyer's perceptions of value, not the seller cost. If customer believe your product delivers strong benefit, they are willing to pay more. Second is cost-based pricing is more traditional. The company sets a price based on the production cost, plays a markup. It's simple but doesn't always reflect market demand. Third, competition-based pricing. Look at what competitors are charging and positions your pricing accordingly, either higher, lower, or the same. In practice, most companies combine these strategies to find a balance between value, cost, and competitiveness.
Hello, Professor. Today I will talk about Objective 10.3. In this slide, I will explain the main factors that influence pricing decisions. First, we have the marketing strategy. Pricing must match the company goals and the target market. For example, luxury brands set higher prices to maintain their premium image. Second, the organization factor. It depends on who makes the pricing decision. Sometimes it's decided by top management, all the times by the marketing team. Third, market and demand, customer perception of value and overall demand strongly shape how high or low a price can be. Finally, there are external factors such as the company competitors and government policies. For instance, during inflation, companies often adjust prices to maintain profit. In short, pricing is not random, it's a strategy decision influenced by both its internal and external factors.
Hello everyone, let me introduce you to the topic of the chapter 11. First, I'm going to give an example. Apple is one of the world's most recognized brands, known for its strong marketing strategies and premium image. The company doesn't just sell technology, it sells innovation, design, and lifestyle. One key factor behind Apple's success is how effectively it manages pricing to reflect its brand value and attract different customer segments. So when Apple launched a new iPhone, it often adopts a market scheming strategy, setting a high initial price to capture customers who are willing to pay more for innovation and exclusivity. As the competition intensified and newer model appear, Apple gradually reduced the price of older version to reach more price-sensitive buyer. Within the same product line, Apple also used the product line pricing, offer iPhone Pro, and iPhone Pro Max, each targeting different segments. Furthermore, the company practiced bundle pricing by combining its device with Apple Care Plus, iCloud storage, or Apple Music subscriptions. This is one of the real-world example illustrates for several key concepts from Chapter 11: pricing across product lines, optional and bundle offer, psychological appeal, and life cycle-based price adjustment.
When launching a new product, companies must choose the right pricing strategy. The two main types are market skimming pricing and market penetration pricing. So first, we have market skimming pricing. This means a company sets a very high initial price when the product is first launched and later lowers it over time. To do this strategy, the product must be high quality and have a strong brand image. Customers also need to be willing to pay more at the beginning, and it works best when competitors can't easily copy and undercut their product. For example, Apple often uses this strategy when a new iPhone is released. It's sold at a very high price and later the price drops when newer models come out. Next is market penetration pricing. This is the opposite of skimming. Here, companies set a low price at first to attract many customers and quickly gain market share. It's useful when customers are price sensitive and when high sales volume can help the company reduce unit costs. This strategy can also discourage competitors from entering the market because the price is already low. For example, Netflix and Spotify use penetration pricing when entering new markets, offering low or free plans to attract users before raising prices later. Now let's make a quick comparison. Market skimming pricing focuses on maximizing profits per unit, starting with a high price and targets wealthy or less price sensitive customers. Meanwhile, market penetration pricing aims to maximize market share and sales volume, starts with a low price and targets a wider, more price sensitive audience. For example, Samsung's Galaxy Fold is a skimming product, while Spotify's low price plans are penetration pricing.
In Objective 11.2, we explore product mix pricing strategies. These are used when a company sells multiple related products, not just a single item. Instead of setting price for each product in isolation, business consider how products relate to each other in terms of features, customer usage, and overall profit. The goal is in terms of features, customer. The goal is to maximize value across the entire product line while also guiding the customer choice, and increase perceived value. So now let's look at the 5 specific strategies marketers can use. First, product line pricing set different price level for products in the same line. Based on features or qualities, it helps customers see clear value steps like basic, pro, and premium plans. Next is optional product pricing. Involves offering extra features alongside the core product. Customer can choose what add-on they want, like adding a sunroof to a car. Then we have captive product pricing. This is where the main product is priced low, but customer must buy related product repeatedly. Printers and ink cartridges are a perfect example. By-product pricing is a smart way to monetize waste or leftover materials from the production process. It allows companies to lower the price of their main product and reduce cost, for example, selling animal waste as fertilizer. Lastly, product bundle pricing means combining several products into one package with a lower total price. This increases sales volume and creates more perceived value, like fat food combos or software suite. These strategies help companies think beyond individual pricing and instead focus on the total value across their product portfolio.
Hello, Professor. Today I will talk about Objective 11.3. Let's start with main price achievement strategy that companies use. They include discount and allowance pricing, which encourage early or bulk purchases. Next is segment pricing, where the same product may have different prices depending on customer groups or regions. They will have psychology for pricing, for example, pricing a phone at $9.99 instead of $10 makes it feel cheaper. Promotional pricing means temporary discount to push short-term sales. Finally, dynamic and international pricing allows companies to adjust price across different markets, just like how iPhone prices vary by country or model tier. Now let's look at how consumer psychology affects pricing decisions. The first is the compromise effect. Customers usually choose the middle option because it feels safe. For example, if a store sells wine at €5, €10, and €15, most people will pick the €10 bottle. The second is anchoring effect. People's choices are influenced by the first price they see. That's why Samsung often shows the high-end Galaxy price first. It makes the cheaper one look like a better deal. Next, we have the endowment effect, meaning customers value a product more once they own them. For example, if you already bought a pizza, or you probably wouldn't trade it even for a slightly better one. And finally, the decoy effect, when companies add a decoy option to push buyers toward a higher price choice. For instance, if only asset is $59 print in $125 and the combo is also $125, most people will pick the combo.
So, welcome to Objective 4 in Chapter 11. In this objective, it talks about how companies initiate response to price changes. Like sometimes firms raise or lower their prices because of changing of costs, demand, or even competitions. Let's take Coca-Cola as an example. When Coca-Cola increased price due to higher costs of productions, Pepsi, which is their competitor, carefully observes the market before reacting. If Pepsi keeps its price steady, like it doesn't change the price, it can gain more customers who are like price sensitive. But if both the brands decided to raise their prices together, they can maintain profits without losing market share. This shows how business must think strategically and competitively before changing price.
Pricing isn't just about making money, it's also about doing what's right. Companies must follow laws and consider how their price affects society.
Government regulate pricing to prevent unfair competition and protect consumers. When businesses set prices ethically, they build trust and long-term customer relationships, which is just as valuable as profit. There are two main areas of pricing laws within the same level. Price fixing and predator pricing are illegal because they limit fair competition. Across different levels, retail price maintenance, price discrimination, and deceptive pricings can also harm customers and competitors. This law helps keep the market fair and transparent for everyone. Important laws like the Sherman Act, Clayton Act, and Robinson-Patman Act prevent monopolies and unfair trade. But legal compliance isn't enough. Marketers must also be ethical. That means being honest, fair, and clear about prices. In the end, ethical pricing builds customer trust and supports a healthy, responsible marketplace.